To Union.
Welcome back to episode 87 of Mid Cards and Catering. AJ is on leave today. It's not anything crazy. I'm not finna sit here and slander him. This is no showdown shit today. But I ain't gonna lie. I've been thinking a lot since the last showdown, and I was just thinking to myself, like, man, where did it all go wrong? Right? Where did I fuck up? What could I have done better? Where did this, what did I do wrong? Is it something I did? Was it the people egging me on? Like, what was going on? And all I could think about in my head was just like the comments of just certain people, like, going back and forth. And I was like, there was one person that was just really, really gaslighting that shit to a whole nother level. So, you know what? I thought he was the perfect person to bring on this week. So, hey, man.
It's time!
So, without further ado, man, this week's episode is none other than the illustrious, the notorious Big Tim. What's up, man?
Oh, my God. What's cracking, man?
What's happening, man? What's going on, bro?
Man. My fault, bro. Hey, man.
Your fault. Your fault.
Hey, I just felt like I should acknowledge the tribal chief was being very generous that Twitch stream, and I acknowledged it. You feel me? Shout out to AJ. Hey, bring your ass to work, nigga. I see you training to be James Bond and some more shit. Nigga, get out the range, come to work, bro. There's a very eventful episode here. We need your input, sir. But DJ Larry, my apologies, bro. I'm thankful to be here, sir.
I mean, who knows, man? I might fuck around and call this episode Willie Hoover. You know what I'm saying?
11 star, you feel me? Oh my God.
Hey, man. Yeah, bro. Fuck your 5 stars matches. Fuck your 6-star matches. It's 11 stars now.
Hey, we have a blue and black rabbit, you feel me? Oh my God.
Match sold separately, nigga.
Oh man. Get your hat and your cane ready, sir. What you talking about? And we not taking no nigga that switched over to blood and got hey nigga, if you was riding Lord and 4, nigga, that's what you are. Do not claim nothing else.
Nothing else. Not shit else, bro.
Oh, fuck. Also the niggas that claim BD out of nowhere in 2013, nigga, you not allowed either. Turn this off, nigga.
Hey, man, if you just started saying thought after you heard a Chicago nigga saying you are not allowed, bro.
I seen way too many niggas in 2014 saying on BD ain't never banging their life. Turn that shit off, nigga. Turn it the fuck off.
See, this episode should have been called episode 187 because
niggas on one. Niggas on straight bullshit off the rip, bro.
Oh man, it's been a while since you've been on the show, man. So thank you for popping back up, man. We appreciate it.
No problem, bro. It's an honor to be on here. I love talking.
How have you been, man? How have you been?
I've been straight, bro. Trying to keep my mental right.
Facts.
Yeah, I've been all right though, bro. Just enjoying wrestling, not AEW, but we good though, bro.
Who watches that?
The kids.
Exactly. Listen, man.
Nigga, I got a job. I know what women, you feel me? I know what pussy feel like. I don't know
come on, man. What we doing? Also, yeah, man. You didn't. You should have tapped. I mean, brother, you should have tapped in with me, dog. I mean, it's gonna do a slow camera reveal for the people, but I mean, hey. I just would have figured,
hey, Hey man, it slipped my mind. I did ask people. I was like, when Donnie had brought it up, I was like, oh fuck, because I definitely been talking to you about JoJo's.
Yes,
but nothing in my mind was like, because bro, I've been compiling this list for about a year now, because I've been trying to figure out like, all right, what's the proper way to watch Gundam, because there's so much, and what's the proper shows, because it's like 50 fucking shows, and it's like I don't want to tap into like the actual legit lore, not
So
spinoffs, whatever. Even though some of the spinoffs have been good, considering considering what I've heard from other people.
okay.
But yeah, like niggas told me to really tap into anything that's like UC related, and that I should have reached out. I didn't know you was that much of a Char fan, but now because I understand why. Oh shit. I completely understand, bro. I'm 5 episodes in the Mobile Suit Gundam Origin. This nigga is cold.
Hey man, hey, the goat, my goat.
Oh yeah, my god, this nigga is the coldest nigga, bro. The nigga fucking he operated a goddamn gun, a mobile suit, just to escape the fucking the joint in the first episode as a kid, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for nobody else.
Oh yeah, let me chill.
But
hey,
you good. I just want to say.
Can I say one more thing about my man, bro? When he set that nigga up after he figured out who he really was,
bruh,
man, brother.
So
I ran that scene back 5 times.
All right, so the funniest thing about that, because you have to watch the show to get what we're talking about. That was not in the original, right?
What?
No, yeah, all this. So the best way I can describe it. The guy that made the character design for the original show, he also is a manga writer and anime creator himself. Some of his stuff in the 80s was like Crusher Joe, Dirty Pair, which Dirty Pair is kind of like if you watch that, it's kind of like it sets up a lot of stuff we see now. But like he's been around, he's done a couple things, but like he went back and he made a manga version of Gundam, but like with more details and more, the origin's a part of that. That's the origin, like basically 2 or 3 volumes. I'm trying to remember. I think it's 3 volumes that were like a flashback story. So yeah, so like the battles are more detailed, the suits are better equipped and upgraded like that. So yeah, and that manga came out in the early 2000s. I think it ended 2012. So after it ended, they were like, "Hey, let's just adapt it." So yeah, no. But we'll talk for sure. And it's crazy because this time, like 2 years ago, we did a anime episode on my other podcast that I'm on, which is Show Your Work. So shout out to Nelson, shout out to Winston, shout out to Youngin. And I remember you, me, Joshua, Marcel. That was a fun episode. So yeah, we should do
Jamal on that episode as well.
I think he was. He might have tapped. I think because there's times where Jamal's there and like he ain't there. So I think he was there for that one though. But yeah, we should definitely tap in and bring it back. I got some fun ideas. We'll talk about it.
I gotta praise my man's Yoshikage Kira. You feel me?
Man, nigga, we gotta get into that.
I gotta talk about my newfound goat. You feel me?
Oh man, I'm still a big Diavolo fan. You feel me? But
hey, Dio was my number 1, but then the more I started,
I know y'all probably listening, man. Look, man, we gonna get to what we came here for as far as wrestling things like that, man. But I ain't talked to my dog in a minute, bro. So I had to see how he was doing on what he been watching. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm on the same type of time. I've been watching a couple retro animes. Really been tapping into some Lupin the Third recently. I can't wait though, honestly, for like some more video games to come out. So like we got Assassin's Creed coming out real soon.
To all the niggas bitching on the internet, eat a dick. I'm gonna be there day 1, you feel me?
Nigga rise. We are here.
Nigga samurai. And you got a female ninja.
The real first Asiatic black men. Not Kang the Conqueror, but
what's the proper term for them Konoichis? Yeah, come on now, nigga. I'm in there.
Hey man. Scythe, nigga.
Bro, we've been wanting feudal Japan since the first one. And we finally got it, nigga.
Like,
you think I'm gonna skip out on this?
Y'all niggas.
DEI, nigga.
Y'all weren't there. Y'all weren't there for Ezio, bro. I had to sit there and go through all these boring ass Italian motherfuckers and British motherfuckers.
Had to act like, bro. Matter of fact, fuck that. Because the third one, nigga, you was a mixed breed. You was a Native American. Your pops was a fucking colonizer, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. This nigga ran in the Civil War, jumping over a goddamn cannon. Man, fuck that game.
I had to wait 9 fucking hours before I could actually punch a nigga
before you could do shit. And then they gave you DLC, and you could turn into a fucking falcon or some dumbass shit like that. And then the fourth one, you was commanding pirates, weren't you? That was Black.
That was cool. That one was cool.
Because I was about to
Black Flag
slander that one too.
No, Black Flag is that shit.
Hey, I'll take your word for it.
Black Flag is that shit. It's crazy because when you mention it, like it's only a few Assassin's Creeds that I feel like I won't let nobody slander. So off the back, let's see. The first one, cool. Second one, probably the best one. Like as far as like Assassin's Creed.
Despite all the boring shit we was talking about, Ezio was that man, bro.
Yeah, no. It's when they did all these extra ass side games and shit with this nigga. It's like, all right, bro, he ain't that cold.
Syndicate and some more shit.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we
so
lost the plot.
Yeah. 2, Black Flag.
Have you played the one in Egypt?
Odyssey.
That's the one in Egypt.
That's Origins. That's the one before it. Right. I have yet to play that one, but Odyssey is the one where it's like 300, where it's like yeah, Romans and shit like that. Fire. So it's a couple, man. And I'm like,
you tried Valhalla?
Yes, I did. I
heard that game was like 300 hours long. So I was like, I'm not touching it.
My nigga. I hope y'all are watching this and watching me roll my eyes. Like, dog, so fun.
Yeah.
Until you have to beat the main story. And then when you beat the main story.
Wait, what, nigga?
Once again, so fun.
Cool, bro.
Bro, I was in that bitch killing mythical polar bears and all kind of beasts.
You was killing Loki's pets?
Yes, nigga. Like, man, I was in that bitch going crazy, bro. Like
going to war with Jormungandr, nigga.
His whole ass wasn't even in the game, which is funny. Nah, it's so funny when you play that game and then you play the God of War series and you just see how they depict the shit differently. Because, like, I ain't gonna lie, when I played God of War, I was like, all right, no disrespect, but Agrabah the Black, okay. I mean, I thought she was big crippin', but okay, she okay. I ain't sure.
I guess we rocking, nigga. I guess.
You know, 11-point start. You feel me?
Yeah, we rocking, nigga. Unity.
Oh, all right. But yeah, like, and then of course, you know, like Jormungandr in the God of War series is a big part. You know what I'm saying? And the series with them is you see remnants of Jormungandr, but you don't see Jormungandr because Ragnarok hasn't kicked off yet. But I'm not gonna lie, the funniest shit in that is 100% Fenrir, the wolf, because like he starts off like small in Valhalla, not in God of War. Bruh, he started
off somewhat small in God of War as well. He was
but you know they did that soul swap, soul separately. You feel me? 11
Hey, before I see you, boy, you cold now. You cold, boy.
Willie Hoover, man.
Hey, man. Larry Lloyd, you feel me?
Larry Lloyd.
Oh my god. I should have never gave us mics, nigga. Oh, this is Memphis and Chicago. Nigga. Oh, fuck.
Oh, man. Nah, bro. Listen, man. I'm telling y'all, like, tonight, like, we are excited, bro. We are on the road to WrestleMania, dog. Like, we...
Can you feel it, brother?
I feel it in my veins. I feel it in my soul.
After this past weekend, hey, bro, the mana is flowing, brother.
But we're gonna get to all that. But yeah, man, it was so funny of Valhalla watching him grow from like this little pet wolf, and like everybody in the game was like, bro, don't fuck with that dog. Don't fuck with that dog. Leave that wolf alone. And next thing you know, Fenrir is just like what they make him out to be, like in the mythology, like this big, ass thing. You just looking up at this
colossal sized wolf.
Yeah. And then what made it so funny, like, bro, in like Dragon Ball, when like a motherfucker transform and they turn the voice filter, and like they put the demonic filter on that shit. Like, that's why I can describe it. If y'all ever played Arkham City, when Poison Ivy got injected with that shit and her voice changed, they put the filter on that bitch, bro. That's how his voice changed. Like the dog started talking. It was like, I can't believe you would do this. You all worship Fenrir. It was like, and I'm sitting there watching that shit, and I'm like, nah.
Man, can't be a motherfucking thing, bro.
I'm just like the big time one. Can't tell me a motherfucking thing. Oh, shit. All right, man. Yeah, man. That was fun, but man, we have to get to what we came here for, man. And it has been a lot actually since the last time we on Mid Cars and Catering, because I mean, the flu damn near took me and AJ both out. So like,
hey man,
yeah, man,
that shit crazy.
Yeah, it's been a lot going on, but we gonna get right into it, man. So hey, man, I don't think we need to hold up any further, man. Let's give the people what they came here for, man. Hey, man, this is the news.
Mid Carters and Catering Patreon is live and direct with exclusive access to the Union Discord and loads of extra content like Radio MIC, Luchador Mount Rushmore, and Icon. Beginning only at $3. Subscribe today.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I knew it. I love when he does that.
All right.
I love
that shit, man. Listen, man. The day I hear that Wade Barrett music go off again in the WWE, bro, I'm losing my shit, dog.
I need to see that bull hammer one more time. I need to see him crack somebody with that joint.
Bruh, it's something about hitting a nigga with an elbow, bro, that just like just awakens.
I guess that's why I really like forearm exchanges and shit like that. That's why I like Katsuyori Shibata and that's my boy Ishii so much, because I'm like, bro, that I don't know what the fuck it is about.
That's what made my son Tanahashi cry when he watched Gay Kid in Omega. He just crying, bro. Hey, bro. Shout out to my son. Tanahashi, man. We on the final year. Windy City Riot will be in Chicago April 14th. Mm-hmm. Hey, man, that's Tanahashi's last U.S. date. So Tim, I say go, bro.
Gotta see High Fly Flow in real person, huh?
Hey, man, and the tickets for all right.
Have I seen any Japanese? I actually have, because I seen Julia when she debuted in Chicago. I actually seen
that's right. You was
I've
there
seen
for that.
EO and Oscar tons of times. It's a pleasure seeing them all the time, because man, they be fucking working. So I might have to tap in, bro.
Nah, you should tap in for sure. It's a fun thing for sure. Shout out to my boy Kensei Abbott, man. I hope he's there. But regardless, speaking of forearms, man, I had the pleasure of listening to the Chris Van Fleet and AJ Styles interview this week, and I highly suggest y'all check it out. But AJ Styles announced that he's basically on his Rey Mysterio. Once he hits 50, you won't see him in the WWE no more, and we're not that far from seeing that from AJ Styles. So, given that announcement, how are you feeling about wrestlers basically getting to that age of transitioning out of wrestling? Because we have a few of them that are on that type of time right now.
Yeah, one of them made a huge impact on Saturday. It's a real sobering feeling, because these are guys I've seen as a jit. I'm 30. I'm months away from 30. So just to see.
Oh, you know what? Time out. Marcel, did you hear that shit? Because he's also 29 like you, and he didn't say, "Hey man, I'm 28, I'm 29." He said, "I'm 30, bro." He didn't sit here and say, Hey, man. So once again,
at some point, bro.
Exactly. Hey, bro. Cut that no G stuff.
Hey, man, that Kango is on the way, brother. Don't worry about it.
Welcome to the unction.
But yeah, though, bro, it's like a real
man.
sobering feeling. But it's like it is what it is. They gave what they gave. They influenced so many people. I mean, you wouldn't have Will Ospreay if you didn't watch that triple threat with Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and AJ Styles and TNA.
And side note, he said in that interview that was actually called early. They were supposed to go longer.
Oh,
I
wow.
never knew that. Like,
that match is like 25 minutes long.
Yeah, well, I was like, he's like, we went home kind of early. I was like, what?
Huh?
We were supposed to get more.
Like, bro, that was the most chaotic 25 minutes of my fucking life, nigga. Like,
man. Yeah.
But hey, man, AJ, we appreciate everything you done did for the business. Fucking absolutely top 10 in-ring performer of all time. What the fuck can I say about AJ Styles that has not been said before, bro? He can wrestle a broom, get it to a 5-star. At some point, I was like, man, it's the greatest wrestler of all time. And Shawn Michaels was actively wrestling. I was like, no, AJ, and this nigga not even in WWE yet. It's not enough compliments I can give to AJ Styles, bro. Like, he truly lived up to what his nickname is, which is phenomenal. Like, so shout out to him.
Yeah, facts. It's so weird, right? Because we're getting to that point where, well, damn, if we already seen like, AI, T-Mac, Kobe, Shaq, Wade, Dirk, Duncan, all KG, all those guys from like the era of basketball we came up watching. It only makes sense that, we're going to get to it. So it makes me really say when I see AJ, Cena, Punk, Mysterio, all those guys from that time period that are still active, like, man, we have to really, even to a lower level, quote unquote, but even guys like Sheamus, who've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Sheamus
been around since I was what? Sheamus been around since what? 08, 09?
Sheamus came on the scene, main roster 09. So, like, I mean, Drew McIntyre,
I forgot how long he was in the business.
Drew been in that bitch since like 20 plus years now. But like WWE, I think Drew came over like 08, 09. I mean, Randy, for God's sakes, Randy. Like, I mean, so I'm more than happy to appreciate this journey. It's just, I do want to see a couple of more things with AJ. Like, I would love to see him and Melo really get that match because that
was like a freak accident there.
Yeah.
And it was unfortunate because I'm like, oh no, this shit about to pick up.
Yeah, he had me crying, laughing, and there's a segment where he talks about that injury that I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but y'all check that out. That was.
Did you see that man's tweet after the day after that shit had happened?
Yeah.
He was like, hey man, I'm what the kids say cooked. I was like,
yeah, nah, man. When he said Cap, that's Cap, like that, bro. Like, AJ Styles is like one of the funniest avatars to have in life. But like, I promise you, like, if there was an alternate universe version of me where like I just was like not cussing and all that, I would probably be AJ Styles, man. Like, for real.
Bro, you hit the spiral tap, nigga.
Hey man, yeah, all that. But yeah, man, I'm glad we're at a point where we can like appreciate these guys taking their time and not, and going out gracefully. I'll say that. Versus some of these guys who like tarnish their legacy by staying too long or doing too much. So
forced out the business.
Either
shit outside the ring with just legitimate injuries.
Yeah, because I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Every time I see like Ibushi now and like
God, that's the that's the saddest thing in the fucking world to see.
When Kaito held the ropes open for bruh and said, "Get out my ring."
Oh my God! Yeah,
I was just like, bruh.
Oh my God, bro! It's like he was watching a horse walk off to get made into glue. It's like, bro, he ain't had no business in that ring, bro. And ain't nobody gonna sit that man down. And then on top of it, I don't think you could talk to him and sit him down because that's how much of a wild nigga he is.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I'm glad that even like on the side of like Omega that the diverticulitis didn't get him, but like it's also like, okay, now that you're in shape, like, bro, take your time, slow down. Like none of this shit is worth your life, bro.
We don't need you going full best bout machine every week. Chill.
No.
On top of that, and that's we not covering AEW by any means, but that's a big problem of mine with that promotion in general.
Absolutely.
Is that the people that should be, should be big deals, such as Kenny Omega, or Edge. I'm looking at you, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
They're not treated like that. And like you put these guys in places where it's like, why are they wrestling every fucking week? Especially like nigga, they've done enough in their careers where like they earn the time to be, to be those goddamn attractions. There's no reason we should be seeing this shit every week. There's no reason Kenny Omega should be going out there putting on 20-minute to 30-minute matches with nobodies. Like nigga, you are a pay-per-view level talent. Niggas gotta challenge you. That's how that shit should go. Niggas want to test their ante, or you should, come to you at that point. But niggas like Kenny gotta fucking slow down, bro. And like that it was kind of a blessing in disguise because that's what he needed. Because he was wrestling with the shit, and it was like, nigga, you are like they told your ass, like, bro, you gonna fuck around and die,
bro. AEW stands for, bro. Those 3 letters stand for anxiety.
Early retirement, nigga.
Early retirement. I was gonna say endangered. And washed.
Yeah, washed. I was about to say West Wing of a hospital, but yeah, no, that worked too. like nigga.
Yeah, man. Look, bro. That shit is wild, bro. I can't hold you. It's fucking insane. But salute, man. But shout out to AJ Styles, man. Now, like us, AJ Styles is a big gamer. And one of the big games coming up that we last spoke about, what that got announced that was shown during the PlayStation showcase, was WWE 2K25, which will be out later this month. Actually, it should be out 14th, next Friday.
Yeah, so early release if you got the deluxe edition is on this Friday on the 7th.
Yeah, and I have to ask this question, man.
What's up?
So, as we know, the roster got announced, and then today we saw where the season pass was going to be. So I'm going to read this for those who are listening, but the overall content goes as this. So you have the New Wave Pack, which comes out in May, which is going to include our guys, Motor City Machine Guns, Julia, Stephanie Vackier, and a special celebrity guest to be announced. That's in May. In June, now this is what really threw me off. You got Great Khali, 3 NBA stars, and Abyss. Abyss,
nigga.
Which we'll get to that. The Fearless Pack. Fearless Pack, which is in July, which is New Jack, Jordan Grace, Penta.
New Jack, nigga. Come on now.
Bull Nakano, and especially celebrity guest. The Attitude Era Superstars Pack, which is going to include D'Lo Brown, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, Victoria, and Mark Henry. And the Saturday Night's Main Event Pack, which will include Jesse Ventura, Mr. Wonderful, shout out to Paul Orndorff, Tito Santana, Junkyard Dog, and Sid Justice. Now,
not vicious.
Sid Justice. Sid Justice. All right, given that, bro, I'm just out of curiosity. What do you want from WWE 2K? Because I've seen some complaints about, the island and things of that nature. So what are you looking for when it comes to a wrestling game from WWE today? What are the main things that you want?
So I'm just keeping being with you, bro. I'm a huge My Rise guy. Very huge on creating, and I just like the storytelling. And I'm a big ass kid when it comes to wrestling. If you don't, if you can't get it by now. So my whole thing is My Rise. and just playing the story out. Last year, the story wise, I was kind of like, 2K23 was perfect because you went to every promotion. You start off in the trainer and PC, then you went to NXT, you went to SmackDown, you went to Raw. It's perfect to me. My whole thing is like, because I think when it comes to like mechanics and whatnot, like they've pretty much been nailing it so far. I don't have no complaints. I see people complaining about the island. I had my initial thoughts about that because when I seen the trailer in the PlayStation, what was it, showcase or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, for a minute I was like, I don't think this game needed that. But fuck it, I'm here. Like, I seen that Nike logo and everything changed. I was like, oh, I could actually wear Jordan 4s and Jordan 3s to the ring. You feel me? Like, I could get on my Shane O'Mac shit, baseball jersey with the 3s on. You feel me? It's crazy what seeing that fucking Jumpman logo would do to a nigga. But I mean, I get it. I was really trying to understand like how would VC work in this capacity, because like, are y'all adding VCs to motions like in 2K, like 2K, like NBA 2K, for instance? If you want a certain dunk package, you want a certain dribble package, you're gonna have to pay for that. Like, you can't just get the Kyrie handles. You got to pay like whatever amount of VC for that. So like, are they gonna hide finishers behind VC? I don't know. That was my initial thought. I'm really on some just wait and see shit. But as far as like what do I want in the game, like I said, my priority is just my rise. I have fun with the showcase or whatever. This year they're covering the entire bloodline, and that extends beyond just the guys. Apparently they had like Naomi, they had Nia Jax and whatnot. That's really dope. But I really have no like huge demands. I've been pretty content with what I've been playing for the past 2 years. So like, I mean, I ain't got too much. I mean, I see the complaints, especially with the DLC today. I've seen a lot of people like, man, they should have put Joe Hendry in there. Tough shit, nigga. Fuck. Hey, man, the song was cool, but fuck out of here, nigga. I seen people complain that Miles Bourne and the rest of No Quarter Catch crew isn't in the game. Once again, fuck out of here. You got goddamn Penta in the fucking game. You got New Jack, nigga. You got Abyss. I'm a happy camper, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, I feel like it's not up to WWE to show TNA because they don't own TNA yet. So that being said, like, y'all got to remember the TNA partnership literally just like officially just happened recently. And yeah, I mean, because how would you look if you put Joe Hendry in the game and then his contract ends and he goes to AEW? You'd be like, huh? Stupid. It wouldn't make any type of sense, right?
Because Tony Khan gonna pay that nigga out the ass.
Exactly. So like, why would you do that? So, or even if it wasn't AEW, he just went anywhere else. Like, he could have went anywhere. It
just go to New Japan. It's like
it would look stupid. Now, the thing about Abyss that people don't know is, Joseph Park is a big writer for WWE.
He's in the back. Yeah. You see him all the time. He just ain't got a mask on.
Exactly. So like, them getting him in there is hilarious. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, as much as I'm gonna be happy to see Abyss, I gotta create my son, Father James Mitchell, with the eyebrows, like with the cane,
all red suit,
all red. Yeah, man, that oh boy, that'll be hilarious to hear that Abyss music. Yeah, man, that game, that's gonna be hilarious, man. But I think that makes sense. I mean, given the newer, backstage areas and fights, to have Abyss back there. New Jack is the king of throwing people off of shit. So,
man, they got new features where you could just set up glass on chair. I mean, it looks like they took a lot of cues and they seen what a lot of people was doing on community creations, making their own like match types and whatnot. It looks like they saw that and was like, man, we need to, because people want this. Like, let's work on it. And from the trailer, I was like, hey man, they delivered on this shit, bro.
I think another great thing that will probably happen, I feel like the more we get into this, I feel like there will definitely be some more integration as far as with your other NBA 2K and things like that. Because I'm not gonna lie, that would be funny as hell if it's like, hey, you already got VC with 2K, so pass over a little bit, like, or like, hey, you connect your 2K account, you unlock this and you unlock
that'd be
that, like,
dope.
yeah.
But then it depends on the balance of like what I would hope they're not charging beat them over the head VC prices in WWE 2K compared to NBA 2K. Like, nigga, you can't even get a fucking Canada Goose on there without paying like goddamn 120,000 VCs.
I think they're gonna start off small. I think it's gonna start off like this year will be small. And you're probably gonna get a lot of like PLE weekend exclusive things. Like, hey, if you play the game during SummerSlam weekend, like you unlock this special event item and double XP.
VC or some shit.
Yeah.
Which, with NBA, I mean, with WWE 2K, like I was saying, this was all in my head when I was thinking about how the VC would work in that field. It'd probably be way easier to gain VC in that, avenue as opposed to like NBA 2K. Because NBA 2K, you see how it is now, nigga. You could grind your ass off, put up 80 fucking points in the game. They're gonna give your ass like 500.
Yeah.
So like with WWE, I'm like, I play the game so frequently. I'm like, I imagine it ain't gonna, it ain't gonna be one of those situations where nigga, you gonna have to pull out your debit card to really get good at this.
Nah, and that's the thing I don't want for that shit. Like, please don't do that. Like, let us just be us and not have to worry about like any of that shit. So I agree. All right. Well, that is going to be an interesting thing that I know y'all are going to be tapping into next week. So y'all let us know how y'all feeling. Show off the community creations, man. If you want to, hey, you can create me and AJ in there.
Oh man, two things about that. One, I really think it's cool that like, because back in the day, if a motherfucker just got signed by the company, you pretty much
weren't seeing him for a while.
You had no way to get that nigga on the game unless you was like dude from Minnesota, and they fast tracked your ass into that motherfucker. But like for instance, nigga, I was downloading Julia, Suri, Starlight Kid, and shit like that. But now it's like, hey, nigga, Julia's gonna be DLC. That shit is dope to me.
Yeah.
So just the access to have, like, that's why I'm like, niggas complaining about who not on there or whatnot. I'm like, bro, we just got some of the biggest stars that they just signed on this fucking game. You got Penta on there. You got Julia. Like, come on now.
Stephanie Valkyrie. Like, yeah.
Exactly. Like, I can't be mad. And I'm like, man, like, fuck, got the hottest talent they just signed. Yeah. And then also part 2. Funny you mentioned the community creations. I asked AJ this last time I was on here. Matter of fact, I sent it in like a fan mail or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
What would your finishing move be if you was a wrestler? What would your interest thing be?
I'm not gonna hold you, because I'm thinking about like my previous created characters and things like that. I am a huge Scorpion Deathlock guy. Okay. I always thought that shit was just so cold when hit like Scorpion Deathlock sharpshooter, like when that was like a finisher, like way back then. It's like, bruh, your legs is doing the X. Like, I can't, like, you gotta tap out, bro. Like, that's probably like my all-time favorite submission.
So would you be a technical technician, or would you just do limb work?
But that's the thing, like, I would have been a high flyer. I always loved like the high flyer things. It's just that with a high flyer, so like when I'll play like SmackDown, Shut Your Mouth, Here Comes the Pain back in the day, I used to always do my story mode with like Jeff Hardy. Yeah. But the thing is, when you have to play like, Kurt Angle, or like Perry Saturn or different people in the career mode, and you had to like do a submission match, it's like, it's over with, because like there's no submissions. You have to do a generic like hold like that. So and that's why I do like guys that are versatile now, that they don't feel like they had to stick to a certain move set. Like, bro, when Roman started bringing out the guillotine, dog, dog, it just did something to my soul to watch somebody just fade. Like, I felt like, again, I just felt it just came to mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, watching Goldberg get choked out, one of the best things I could ever see in my life, dog. But yeah, that would be it though. As far as like a finisher move, it would be like the sharpshooter. And then I was also a big fan of like a standing up finisher move. I love like the driver. So like the Pizza driver, Phantasma driver, which is
I'm a huge fan of that.
Yeah. And then another one that comes to mind, I know you said one, but
no, because they give you 5 slots, so it's like
sucker. And I know it's not a finishing move now for most people, but I'm a sucker for the Blue Thunder Bomb and the Falcon Arrow, dog. Both of them.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I think those were my finishers when I was doing creative characters on like WrestleMania 2000. Like, I think that's what I was doing back then. So like,
okay,
yeah. Shout out to the evolution of wrestling, man. What about you?
So I'm my regular finisher. All right, so huge fan of the Uranagi, right? Rock bottom, whatever one you want to call it. That's always been my signature. But the other signature I would have is also the punt.
Okay.
Huge Randy Orton fan. I'm like, if nobody knows who my cousin is, it's like he was always a Cena guy. I was always the Randy Orton guy. So another finisher that I took into consideration, and I'm glad you brought up wrestling style. I always wanted to use the RKO, but I'm like the guy, and when I make my character, I envision like, all right, if I actually went through a wrestling, what would I actually be doing? So in my mind, I'm like, my moveset, sorry, punk, not really though, is always like suplex based and like just basically. So I would look just like a fatter Roderick Strong essentially, and I was like, man, does the RKO really fit that type of style of wrestling, especially for my stature? And eventually I got over it. I was like, man, fuck that shit. They're gonna do the RKO. It's a video game. So I added the RKO. Because originally in my mindset, I was like, no, I want to do the pedigree, but I was like, no, that takes too long to set up. I like finishers that are like fast and you would just do them, counter, and just do it like that. So RKO is perfect for me. Now the super finisher, I may use like the package power driver. I've always been a fan of that. Or I might use the muscle buster.
So, oh man, took it back. Yeah. You know, and you mentioned theme too. I'm trying to think what my favorite theme song is. Maybe you know what? Let's table that conversation for another day.
The theme is always tricky. It really depends on your mood.
Yeah, it depends on your mood, but we're gonna table that for another day. Now, speaking of just we were talking about like how we're gonna see random things in WWE 2K with like the celebrity guests and things like that. So, brother Tim, there was a video that I came across this morning, and there's no other way for me to talk about this. I just have to show you what I'm talking about because me saying it ain't gonna do it justice. Yeah, man, let's watch this as a family, dog.
Guys, we have just done a deal to start a new boxing league with Turkey, who absolutely loves the sport of boxing.
All right, pause it. Dog. just look at this still.
Oh my god, bro.
Right here. Just look at the still, bro.
Oh,
look at the fucking still, dog.
That nigga look like Swiss Beats.
Bro. Bro. Look at how Turkey is looking at the camera, bro. I have not seen this same thing since Jay Prince and Crazy Chicago, man, were standing next to each other for the Willie Hoover concert. I have not seen it since then, bro. And yes, Dana is that man. So again, let's play this all the way out.
What's up, guys? We have just done a deal.
I love how they also just like roll his
excellency.
His excellency.
They made sure to name that by his title.
Yeah, Turkey Palpatine. But let's continue.
Start a new boxing league with Turkey, who absolutely loves the sport of boxing.
Watch the hand now. Watch the hand now.
All right. Another thing I'm loving how Nick Khan is all the way on the other side, just watching this from a distance.
Loves the sport of boxing.
I am very happy today. I give the flag of
you
boxing
see how his hands
to
were just
the
straight
best
to his
man
side like
who can
that?
handle it. He have a tough job now, but I am sure he will be delivering to the people and the fans the magnificent league and get boxing great again.
The model is proven to deliver the fights that the fans want to see. The best will fight the best, and the fighters will continue to move up the rankings and become world champions. We will continue to make announcements on where you can watch and all the rest of the details on the business as we get closer to the launch. I'll see you soon.
Bro, the way that nigga turned his head to the camera. Yeah, he lowered the gun now. Hey, you can put the chopper down. He good.
I love how they edited out the infrared beam on this video because it's clearly an infrared beam.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
No need for weapon now, sir. Put that down. He good.
No, man.
Oh man.
Yeah. I don't know what y'all are gonna do, but get ready for some shenanigans with TKO boxing. I know this just got announced, so we got to see like where this is gonna be streamed.
I was about to say, niggas gonna have to watch these boxing matches at like goddamn 4 in the morning.
But I think, well, no, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna hold it at a time where people can watch it. Like, but here's the problem with that though. I'm watching this and I'm like, okay, he already just got Canelo and Bud to be a thing.
Wait, were y'all talking about that in that last TikTok that y'all posted on TikTok?
Yes.
All right. So when you started the video, my mind immediately went to AJ saying, "Hey man, no, that nigga, the Sheik told that nigga, yo, I'll bomb your compound."
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking about.
Thank you. This is a continuation from last episode. So that, and then now I'm like, did he just take over the Logan Paul boxing realm too? Like, did he just the Jake Paul? Did he just say, "Hey man, bow down" or nothing? Because like, I'm sitting there like, okay,
fuck nigga, lay down, boy.
Yeah, like,
get down.
They because the thing is, if they would have got their Canelo fight off, it would have been on Netflix. It would have been all that. And I mean, clearly with WWE being a high commodity for Netflix lately, I could imagine some, I could easily see some cross promotion on that. And I just sat there and I thought, I was like, this motherfucker really just did this shit. Like, he really fucking pulled it off. So, hey, man. And Turkey, I trust, bro. Hey, I'm not saying I love my family. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Tell you guys.
Hey. Hit the J Prince on nigga.
The double prince, the Sheik. When it's 2 guns, it's the Sheik. So, hey, man.
You pull out the gun. Hey, my boy, check it out. Hey man, they gonna fuck us up.
Man, I'm talking about man.
With your crib like Rondo number 9 with the you dig on.
Man, it can't be a motherfucking thing, bro.
Oh man.
Oh man. Shout out
never
to
got most mics, bro.
Nah, hey bro. Hey, listen. This is what this is all about, bro. So hey. It could be worse, bro. It could be worse. I'm gonna leave it at that. It could be
unity,
man. Hey, man. 11-point start, man. All right. The last couple things before we get with the news. First and foremost, shout out to Naomi and the whole entire cast of Queen of the Ring. That movie will be out in 2 weeks. So they just did the red carpet premiere for that. So it was good to see her on there. And also, it's funny when they asked Camille about her contract status. She said no comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
she got fucked over bad. Yeah, I wouldn't even.
Yeah, her agent was like, "We're not answering those questions at this time." So I'm like, I'm like, this
after
is
what
either
they did to her. Yeah, no.
I'm like, this is either the best storytelling of all time, or this is just hilarious. But
you trust Tony Khan to tell a story like that?
I don't trust Tony for shit. I'm talking about them. No.
Oh, okay, I got you.
No.
I was about to say them niggas in real life situations do not go well together.
Well, that's what brings me to my next point. My prayers have been answered, and hey man, my son Ray Phoenix is finally free. Yeah.
I tried to hide my smile, but nigga, I couldn't.
Hey man,
I wish he expedited the process and put hands on somebody, but you know, it happened. We hear.
Hey man, there's always a Sammy that can be slapped. You feel me?
A couple niggas back there. You feel me? Could have just flipped the notepad at Tony.
But then when you real, you know how motherfuckers are police and shit. You don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, hey man, that nigga stuck your ass with a technicality because of injuries. He definitely was gonna call them people on your ass. You put
that's what I'm saying, man. Word to Rose. I see them people in Penny Lovers. Oh Lord, don't panic. Nah.
Hey, Tony would have seen the scheme from a mile away. He said, "Oh, you think you Andrade, huh?"
Yeah. But yeah, I'm very curious. I said it in our Discord, which by the way, that link is in the description of this episode, and you can always find it.
Very fun Discord, by the way.
Yeah,
very fun.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Beacons.ai/the Union THE Union for those that don't know how to spell union. But man, I said there. Bro.
Hold on, if you don't know how to spell union, don't save your time. But
hey, man, no. No, Tim. I need my donations. As a matter of fact, it's time to bring back the illustrious Lucha Mask of donations. So yes, if you are out there and you have not joined the Patreon of Mick Hart as a Caterer, please join us at patreon.com/MIC, and we will gladly take your donations and put it into the lucky luchador mask. So please add this on. Also, shout out to my brothers that show your work. Patreon.com/SYWNET, and make sure you always tap in every Tuesday live from Guessing from the Stands, GFTS_pod on social media, man. So salute to my brothers, man. Now, I want to see Ray Phoenix and Penta versus Ray and Dragon Lee, but I also understand
we got to build up to this.
Yes, and a month may not be enough time. The way my son Dragon Lee is moving right now, he may be splitting from Ray. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, but I'll just say if that were the headline, a Mexico PLE or something like that,
yeah,
it'd be fire and phenomenal. So,
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm still, waiting on Penta Ray solo, or even Ray Phoenix versus Ray Mysterio solo in WWE. I think that'll be fire. But we have all the time in the world to build up to this. But shout out to
nigga, that Phoenix versus goddamn Andrade or Carmelo.
I mean, hey, if shout out to
are they sending Phoenix to NXT or the main roster? Where do you see that?
Okay.
Because if you go to NXT,
I'm gonna go to NXT. I'm gonna go to NXT, guy. I've always said that. I feel like NXT gets you built up for the main roster. Yeah. But I can also understand if I feel like the original plan may have been to put him and Penta as a tag team at first.
Yeah.
Now that
I believe Motor City Machine Guns basically got that look instead of them,
which is great for them because they deserve it.
They put in years in this shit.
Yeah, I would put Ray Phoenix on NXT for like 6 months and then like make his main roster thing a thing. And then plus I think that'll be fun too because anytime they need to pop an NXT rating, you can just float Penta down there for like the Lucha Bros moment, things like that.
Bro, just imagine NXT PLE. We got fucking Phoenix versus Javon Williams.
Javon Evans. Oh,
Javon Evans. My bad.
Yeah. I mean, him and Trick Williams been going back and forth, so I get.
Yeah, all niggas look alike. Sorry. Oh man.
But yeah, I think that'll be fire. I think it's so many ideas and matches, and then plus,
Oh shit,
we can
Phoenix
learn
versus Wesley.
Oh my god.
Come on now.
I mean, even with the TNA inclusion now, where you can float over some of them guys, because I mean, Phoenix versus Mustafa Ali would be.
Do you think he'll do that? Because like he ain't seemed like the happiest camper last time he was here. I mean,
Well,
there.
He talked about how in this last interview he did with Van Fleet, he was talking about how he's like open to it, and I think a lot of that when these guys leave, they just really be trying to put themselves over because like they want the heat so that you will be forced to like you feel like you're forced to go see them on the indies type shit. I feel that's why they do that shit. And he talked about it. I mean, yeah, I think he's fine with it.
I mean, I get it. Sometimes I feel like it's corny, but at the same time, especially if you like do the extreme and be like, "Oh yeah, I was essentially an inmate." Like,
no, so on some Buddy Murphy shit.
Yeah, the nigga was getting paid 6 figures, bro. Shut up.
Like, yeah. Now, another thing I do believe that happens too is I feel like Triple H specifically sends out, men in cowboy hats. I think some men that are successful on the stock market, drive white limousines. Some men that were proven right recently that we're going to get to in a second, but I feel like he sends out messengers via roads that have dogs on them, or just different people to tell people, hey, not this year, next year. Because I mean, I feel like that happened with Jordan Grace. I feel like that happened with
definitely
a few people where it was like with Joe Hendry. I feel like it's a couple people that were like, hey, get yourself over another year and we'll bring you on. So I think that's what's gonna happen with him. I feel like it's gonna be another year or some change before they re-show him on that side of television, and then when they do, it's like, okay, now we're ready to break him back in. So and it'll be interesting to see because it's so much with NXT that we still haven't seen yet. But I am just happy that Ray Phoenix, even if he doesn't want to go to WWE, which we know he would, I feel like it's just great that he has the option to do what he wants now.
Right.
So
like people getting pigeonholed to a contract over some bullshit.
And there are cases where people just move on. I haven't looked into the Carmella Leah Vandale situation, but I will just say that because I mean that episode of that hasn't come out at the time of this recording, so we'll have to follow that up another time. But just we'll say that releases are releases for a reason. That's all I can really just say on that. And I love that the people who are there, get yourself over. Shout out to Natalia. She's about to go do GCW, and she's gonna do the Crockett Cup for NWA. So she's making
doing Bloodsport.
I believe. Well, I think she's doing GCW. Is it Bloodsport? It may be Bloodsport. I'm not sure. Yeah. I know she's going to GCW just in general. So I mean, that alone is wild. But her also doing the Crockett Cup, that's a big. That's the first time we've seen WWE's direct involvement with NWA's, during this era. So it's like more territories are being, set up apparently. So, it's interesting how all this is working out. So I can't complain. I just want the people who got released to flourish and find their way and do what they need to do. But I'm just happy that Ray Phoenix is officially free, man. Like if I see Ray Phoenix on Monday Night Raw, dog, the tears that might come down from my eyes, will just be insane. But
bro, just imagine him coming out there to save him as Ludwig Kaiser and done.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I was like,
nigga, the fucking arena is gonna blow,
dog. Yeah, but I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of want them separate for a little bit because I do want that lovely United States or IC title around Penta's waist this year.
Oh, it's gonna look good on him too with the pyro on the back.
Man.
Oh
man.
Does he do the walk?
Oh man, with the belt. Oh man. Yeah.
I want to know how much merch he's selling because nigga, them masks are out there.
He said
the kids love it. The guys love
booming.
it.
He said it's booming.
Tony Khan is a fucking idiot because how didn't you capitalize off any of this?
Hey man, hey,
hey man,
what can you do, man?
He's an idiot. Oh no, this goes back to our earlier conversation. It is what it is. You feel me? It is what it is, bro.
Hey man.
Sometimes,
hey,
buddy.
That being said, man, let's get into this week in wrestling. All right. I mean, I don't think there's anything else more important or crazier that we need to get into for this week in wrestling other than the insanity that was set up with Elimination Chamber and followed up with Monday Night Raw. All right. So
even start, bro. It's so much.
All right. First off, I want to give a big shout out to all the people who are doing, coverage for this. Y'all went in crazy and did the damn thing, the post shows, things like that. Again, me and AJ, we coming back from post flu, so hey, it is what it is. But getting into the card itself, man. All right, we had the Women's Elimination Chamber. Now going into this, my personal pick, just because I like to see chaos and I just want to see something different, I thought that Roxanne would have been cool to win it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also said to myself, they're going to do what they did with Tiffany Stratton with Roxanne. And that was make her look good, but she's not going to win it. So out of everybody, I was like, okay, Bianca's probably going to win it. Now, who did you have winning this match?
So the Women's Elimination Chamber, very difficult to call. I honestly walked in not thinking who for. I had no idea. Because it's like I don't think they was gonna do Rhea and Liv again. Now, granted, the people love that matchup. I mean, you hear it every time they have a match or whatever. But I don't think they was gonna revisit that. Rox, they gave it a look in the Royal Rumble. They was gonna give her time here. I mean, she's pretty much every time she's on the main roster, like on Raw or anything, they giving her, her just giving her time to work. I didn't really think she was going to do it either. Bayley, it never crossed my mind. But like Bianca was the interesting one, and she turned out to be the winner. Because I was under the impression whatever was going on with Jade, that's what she was going to be involved with come Mania.
Right.
So whether that had been Naomi, whether it had been Jade, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't foresee, her actually walking in, especially. I mean, we're gonna touch on this eventually.
We are here.
Okay, cool. So the thing with Bianca, which is interesting, because like just looking at it from like a storytelling perspective, I'm like, all right, so she in a situation where her friend just beat her other friend ass. No talking. Her friend been injured. Don't nobody know who did the shit. They've been blaming her friend this entire time. She like, nah, my friend, Naomi, she innocent. Don't nobody know shit that happened to Jade. So when, Jade beat the brakes off of Naomi, and by all means beat the brakes off of Naomi, oh my God. That was, you want to talk about victimized, which is Paul Heyman's like favorite thing to say? That was victimizing right there. Jade held no punch, beat the hell out of her. And so I was sitting there thinking, if Bianca is in this match, I would think naturally, because she just witnessed that, she'd be thrown off her game. She probably wouldn't be able to finish the match. Because it's like, what the fuck going on? I would think she would be under emotional turmoil. However, with the way the match played out, and just her behavior after this, kind of looking at something different here. And I mean, do you really want to talk on like just her this and this past weekend and on Raw?
I mean,
or you want to save it for a bit?
I mean, we can flow like that. So I mean, so first off, hearing Jade's music was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Then Jade came out with the Storm look, looking incredible. Like, and then she got in that ring and she said, "I know it wasn't you." I was like, And then like she just beeline for Naomi. And I'm like, Yeah. And then like watching Bianca's reaction was funny because I'm like, okay, she's going through it right now.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, they even played into like, oh, she might just get eliminated because she's going through it. Because even Liv was getting in some offensive. I'm not gonna hold you. Hey, Liv might have been the MVP of that damn match, dog.
Ain't no Mike. We definitely gonna have to acknowledge that too.
Oh my
ain't no
god,
Mike.
dog. She was.
Hey, I want to go beyond that and just give Liv Morgan her flowers right now. Liv Morgan has been on a tear. Since on Judgment Day. It's been amazing to watch her every week. She's one of the most entertaining aspects of Raw. Favorite member of the Judgment Day easily.
Oh, man. You know what? I'm not gonna hold you.
Like, man, I love
this. She's my favorite, but I'm not gonna hold you. I'm loving bitter Unk Finn right now. I'm not gonna hold you. The fuck you mean? We don't need a fucking member of Judgment Day.
Motherfucker came back like, wait, so JD out because of you niggas? The fuck? Who approved this shit? I ain't green like that dumbass shit.
That injury has only made this shit even funnier because it's like, dog, all right, you got your ass handed to you by Priest. He left. You can't beat Gunther for shit. Yeah. Now this man is in the ring arguing with fucking Braun Breaker. The only reason you have the fucking title is because I let you keep the fucking title. It's like, all right,
bro.
So
Finn is hilarious.
Finn is fucking hilarious, dog. Like every week. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Finn may be the one, because I've been calling for this for years and nobody has agreed with this. For the love of God, let Finn be the one to do the Bret Hart shield plate spot where like Braun goes with the spear and then Finn's like, oh. He just walks off, and then like you see the shit under it. Like, yeah, please let Finn be the one to do that. But yeah, nah, Liv and Raquel both just phenomenal. I'm loving Raquel's like Diesel, character they're giving her right now, and just there's something to that. But I mean, the bump she was taking. That whip, bro. I was in the crib. I was like, ah!
Did you see the video from the actual arena?
Yes.
You heard that shit from like the 200 section.
That shit sounded like a RPG went off, bro. Like, that shit was crazy.
And like, also kudos to her acting too, because Jay was running to, well, not even running. She was just walking to the chamber.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That's the thing about a strong woman, dog. Yeah. Especially a black woman. Hey, bro. You remember when your mama used to come in the crib and she was ready to whoop your ass and you was already, Mama, I'm sorry. Mama, please. Mama, no.
You felt that death glare through the walls, nigga. You're like, oh, I'm fucked up.
Because you didn't call her at 5:30. She didn't call you. Let me correct myself. She called you at 5:30 and said, hey, did you take that chicken out the freezer? No. I'm going to be home in 15 minutes. And when I get home, that's your ass. And then she walk in the door and it's like, Mama, no. Mama, please. Mama, please.
Mama, please.
Now the house sound like a Tom and Jerry show. Like, you feel me?
I'm too familiar with that.
You talking about hearing it from the 200s, nigga. They hearing it down the street, bro. Yeah, man. Shout out to the strong women, man. But yeah, her acting was insane for that.
Like, bro, did you see the like fear in her eyes? Oh no, I didn't do it. The hands, the eyes. I was like, oh my god, I'm like, yo, you took that Chucky shit serious. You actually want to go back into acting. That's what this is telling me. because it's like, bro, just her face reaction and just how she reacts to everything. Even when once they carted Naomi out, she went over to Bianca pod and was like, "I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you."
Yeah. Oh, that was so funny.
I was like, "Oh my god!"
I told like when she got down low, she was like, "I told you."
If she hit her laugh, I was like, "See, it's the small things like that, man."
It felt like you remember on Loiter Squad when they used to do the bow, bitch, I told you. Bow, bitch, I told you.
Oh, man.
Woo! Man, that shit was fun. I mean, kept me on the edge of my seat. They were cooking the whole match. Like I said, when Roxanne got eliminated, I said, okay, yeah, Bianca gonna win this shit, man. But it was close. It was close. I'm not gonna lie. To the very end, I was like, I don't know who winning this shit, but
hey, this is the second year Liv Morgan made it to like the final two. Because last year she did too. Matter of fact, she made it with Bianca and with Becky.
Now, my memory's vague right now. What did they have Liv Morgan doing in WrestleMania 40? Was she even on the card?
No, she wasn't on the card.
She wasn't. And yeah.
Wait, no, she wasn't on the
last year, yeah, she wasn't on that shit. Was she? Unless she was in the
hold on.
Was she in that women's rumble or women's battle royal?
Did they have a women's battle royal in the 41?
At 40, I'm wondering. I'm curious. Let's see. Actually, I don't think she was at WrestleMania 40, man. Like, I think she.
Nah, because you know when Triple H took over, ain't no rumbles or nothing like that. If you ain't on this card, you ain't on this card.
Yeah,
like, you can slide to Philly if you want to, but
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I remember she came back after the shoulder injury and things like that, but she came.
That was
right before that, though. Like, yeah, she went right after fucking Rhea Ripley. So yeah, nah, she didn't do anything at WrestleMania 40, which again just shows the year she had. I mean, again, her and Drew making the most out of opportunities and not being, in these things, but making the most out of the injuries. Yeah, bro. So I'm very curious to see what they do with her at WrestleMania. Going into Monday, I mean, I'm gonna say it now. I don't know if she's still gonna have that IC title at the time of the match, but I can see a universe where it's Liv and Raquel versus Becky and Lyra Valkyria.
Oh yeah, I could definitely see that.
Because I feel like the way they jumped Lyra this past episode, I kind of feel like that's where they're gonna go with that for real. So yeah, we'll see.
Because what was I think Becky just chilling at this point, just waiting for the. You need me back. All right, cool.
Yeah,
I think she was shooting Star Trek, wasn't she, or something like that?
She
was shooting something.
It was she. What movie was she? It's a TV show that she was in that was like kind of important, and I should know these things. But Becky Lynch been gone so damn long. Like I don't know. I forgot what it was, but she just got cast in something that was like pretty important. I'm gonna look into that as we keep on going. But I know I do remember and it's Star Trek: The Starfleet Academy, which will be on Paramount Plus. Okay. Shout out to Becky Lynch. I would not have known, but hey, I thought I remembered that for some reason though. But hey, shout out to Becky Lynch, man. She's been chilling, so she ain't been on shit. So I'm not tripping off of her coming back. Because I mean, honestly, as good as this has been, I'm okay if Becky's like first night after Mania.
Oh yeah.
I'm fine with that. It's going to be interesting to see Liv's dynamic going into this WrestleMania as a tag team champions. So we'll see. You could see, her and Raquel versus like the other women in a multi-tag match, ladder match. That'd be pretty cool for me to see. Because there's some teams on NXT, some teams on SmackDown. I'm all for it. Whatever they got planned, I trust the booking for that. And now Bianca wins that match, and Saturday she was distraught. Monday
Matter of fact,
Bianca's
well,
just
hold on now. She
Mhm.
wasn't really distraught after that shit though.
That's what I'm saying. But afterwards, she's like, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it sucks, but I won. And then Monday, she's on that same type of timing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to comment till I speak to both of them, but I won. I'm happy.
To respect their privacy.
To respect their privacy. Like, nah.
I haven't talked to both sides yet. But the thing is, though, I'm going to WrestleMania. And it's like, wait a minute.
And so now we get our scheduled match, which I'm hyped for because I love Rhea Ripley, and me and you both love the Genius of the Sky.
Yes.
And
huge fan.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. When I saw Bianca's interference and the ref didn't disqualify Rhea Ripley, I was like,
yeah, it was very questionable. I'm like, bro, she shoved her twice.
I was like, any other match, it's like, instance. I'm like, hell going on? Then
I was like, it's like Triple H was telling the ref, like, you know how like niggas be hacking like shit in basketball in the last 2 minutes, but niggas like, hey man, you gotta let them niggas hoop. That's essentially what the ref just did. She's like, man,
the ref didn't blow the parlay.
Yeah, that motherfucker. You feel me? Like I had
the ref. Hey, shout out to Jessica Carr for saving our parlays. Then you feel me?
If this was football, niggas throwing flag. No, you gotta let that nigga hold it and get past interference.
Bro, I know that's just like, bro. You remember the Super Bowl when Kansas City scored at the very end and niggas was like, fuck? like parlay fucked all up or save some parlays. Like, yeah. So that happened. I'm like, what the hell? And then when EO hit that Rana off the top rope, hit the moonsault, and that 3 got counted, I felt like bruh watching Undertaker Street get broke. I was like, there's no way. Really? Like, I was like, they really did this shit. Like, wow. Now, I'm gonna ask you, what do you think the match will be by the time we get to WrestleMania?
Now, I'm gonna keep it a band with you. When Bianca won that, I completely forgot that match was even happening on Monday. Because I was like, oh, we finally getting a dream match between Rhea and Bianca. Bianca won. I mean, Io won. I wasn't even upset. I was, oh, fuck. Because, like, Io and Rhea, they got great chemistry anyway. So I'm like, I'm cool. She won, and I was just like, ain't no way we not getting this triple threat, right? Ain't no way. Like, I mean, if it was just Bianca and Io, cool. But it, like, logically speaking, I'm like, there's no way we're not getting this triple threat, though. Because the way Rhea got did, you've seen when she was on the ground. I don't know if you've seen the post-match interview where she's basically just like
losing her shit.
Yeah, she was like, no, she got interviewed like in a tunnel.
I know, and she was like, yeah, this was, I was stupid.
Yeah, like very somber and like there's no such thing as friends. I thought that was my friend, and you know, discipline is always my issue. I can never. I always take my eye off the ball. I did this with Liv for a fucking year now, and I just did it. And she's basically just beating herself up because she's like, man, I just got a lack of discipline that just keeps costing me. I don't see how we don't play into the fact that Rhea feels like she got screwed there. And you know, Rhea, character-wise, she's not want to just back down on shit. She definitely gonna challenge Bianca on some like, what type of funny shit is you on? You feel me?
Okay. So let me be clear. I want a triple threat for a couple reasons. One, for the love of God Almighty, I do not want Jade Cargill in this match. And it's not on a hate thing, because I love Jade. I think the world of Jade Cargill. I really do. But to that same token, I'm also just like, you can have Jade and Naomi or Jade and, you know, something of that nature. And I feel like that is the better move at this point, especially considering the fact that Jade just came back. And I feel like there's going to be more to the story with her and Bianca. Now, if Jade is in this match, it's not going to be the worst thing that ever happened. But I just personally don't want Jade in this match. Also, I feel like if you were to do this match, I wouldn't want that to be like just rushed. Like, I want Bianca and Rhea solo. I want that to legitimately be a headlining thing and not like a elimination chamber, setup kind of thing. I want that to be something that I could say, hey, this deserves to be the main event of night one. And not that, I mean, that's the tough thing about this year. There's a couple matches where it's like, damn, like, Jay and Gunther, this, hell, Charlotte Tiffany, if they can build it up, it's a couple matches. It's like, damn, it's gonna be tough.
That feud is gonna take something, and it's gonna basically take Charlotte having to give Tiffany some shit to work with.
Of course,
because Charlotte, her thing is always like, I got to be dominant.
Yeah,
and it's like you got to give Tiffany something.
Exactly, and that's where Charlotte's going to get tested these next couple weeks, and so will Tiffany.
It's as much of a test for her than it is for Tiffany. I mean, Tiffany, like, you going against the face of the women's division for the past decade at this point?
Correct. Yes.
That in itself is a very large challenge for her, but at the same time, it's like, all right, Charlotte, you've been doing this shit for years now.
Yeah.
When are you going to take that, take that role of like, all right, let me put her over? When are you going to basically take the challenge that Becky and Bayley does it all the fucking time?
Exactly.
Bayley, matter of fact, does not mind doing. You see what she did for Roxanne last Monday.
Mm-hmm.
You see what she did for Liv in the Elimination Chamber. She has no problem laying down and putting somebody over. Becky does it. Charlotte has consistently not been able to do that.
And I mean,
you got to do it.
I mean, yeah, and Tiffany, and that's why I like them bringing in Trish Stratus to help take us away from that for a little bit. Yeah. Like, let Tiffany get the rub from Trish, and let Trish, because there's a storyline with that too, of Trish losing to Charlotte at SummerSlam some years back, and there's ways where you can help, like, her get coached on how to beat Charlotte Flair. So that's going to be an interesting story. And they had a great match Saturday. Trish is good in these tag matches where we don't have to just see her, like, Trish has been in the game 25 years, dog. The rest is bound to be there, dog. I mean, and shout out to Nia Jax and Candice LeRae as well, because I'm watching them as well going into Mania, because those two might be our next tag champs.
Shout out to Candice LeRae. It's her first PLE, right?
Yes, I believe
so. She got it against a Hall of Famer. So hey, shout out to you.
Yeah, salute. And I think the women's division is in a great place. I think that the main confusion for some people comes with those mid-card titles, but I've said this before, maybe not on air, but to other people. Let these titles take time to build. I mean, you have to build. Got introduced. Yeah. Exactly. So, like, we have to stop that with this, like, shit getting rushed. I mean, you look at Jake Fatu. We're starting to get that solo run of his where it's like, okay, eventually he's going to get something from this. And even now, Solo Sikoa, since I said the word solo, now that he's not super directly tied to this shit right now, as of right now, we're starting to get NXT Solo back, where it's like, hey, bro, just out there throwing hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, we started to show off, like, something about a nigga throwing a forearm, like, this is what Solo can do now, versus having to be a fake ass tribal chief. Now we can get,
you gotta walk around like Suge Knight. Motherfucker, bro, that nigga was wearing suits with a compression shirt under that motherfucker.
And now he's moving like a renegade P-Stone. Like, look at him. Like, look at him. So, man. Nah, man, that shit's so funny, man. But nah, I
bro, this nigga Solo say Mo one time, nigga, I'm gonna lose my mind, bro.
Yo, I mean, I don't know if anybody caught it, but like on the last episode of SmackDown, Jake tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Hey, blood." I said, man, Jake been listening to La Russell this week, bro. Yo, my son Jake said, "Free big hit, dog." I was crying, yo. But nah, man, that's so funny, and for so many reasons. But again, shout out to just the storylines developing. And I know we're just talking strictly Elimination Chamber and Raw, But Triple H heard y'all talking about SmackDown, and they turned up the notch this last week. So, salute to them. Now, continuing on and continue with SmackDown and Raw stars. Brother, just the fact that we got Cactus Jack, Terry Funk with KO and Sammy.
Oh my God, that is match of the year contender right there. That is
absolutely.
That is the match that I'm. Elimination Chamber. Just keep it a bean. I feel like so far that Adam Royal Rumble, I'm like, this show of the year, right?
Yes, absolutely, clearly.
And that is going to be the match that I definitely remember the show for. And it's not to say that the Elimination Chambers didn't, make up for it.
We'll wrap up with that.
They did.
But
that oh my God, that was just violence in its finest form right there.
And that right there is to me why that makes Michael Cole the GOAT announcer, dog. Because Cole was losing his damn mind.
Oh yeah. Hey, when Cole getting his bag and he having fun, you gonna feel that shit,
bro.
Because Cole be,
he was like, damn it, I don't care what he signed up for,
damn match. Like, bro, when Cole out there having fun,
when you can see Cole peripheral jumping up and down, dog. He having the time of his life, dog. My son KO came out there and they put on a show, bruh. When he walked away after the match and he stopped, it was like, man, fuck that.
I was like, this nigga like me.
Then he stopped. I was like, you know what? Let me take the pads off this shit off really quick. I'm really fucking your life up, and bro. Then something I thought was gonna be saved for a SmackDown, but I heard them voices. Man,
they counsel you, bro. They talk to you, bro.
Hey, man, my son came out there. Hey, bro,
you feel me?
Come on, man.
And Randy Orton's so cold with it, bro. Like, niggas get on his ass because it's like, why this nigga move so slow? Because he understand the impact of
maneuvering. What you can do when you've been a vet for 23
body
years,
language, bro.
Hey,
he let that shit build perfectly, bro. You look in the ring, KO went back into the ring, and KO didn't run back into he just walked up there like reluctantly, like fuck. Mm-hmm. Randy Orton come out, get close to the ring. He's standing at the bottom of the ramp. KO is crying at this point. Crying. Just fuck it. Come on, man. Come on, let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it. It's my fuck God, it's cinema, nigga.
Yes.
Cinema, nigga. This nigga is crying. He don't want to do it to this old nigga. But Randy Orton ain't no regular ass nigga.
No.
You fucking with the best of them. The Apex Predator ain't no hoe now.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a couple matches that I feel like at this year's Mania might steal the show, or we might be like, yo, we go back and talk about. Yeah. That's one of them. Now, if WWE is smart, we don't need to see Sami Zayn till SmackDown or Raw after Mania. And it's okay, because if Sammy's not going to be in a world title picture or in something where he should be at this point, because I mean, I feel like he's past the US IC title right now. I feel like he's past it.
No. He's definitely main event level.
Keep that storyline fresh, because I mean, he'll be involved in a big way afterwards. And I feel like, maybe this match changes him for the, more hardcore. Who knows? Like, we'll see. But I want that story to play out. I don't want him to be involved in this. The only way I want him involved in this is if KO is about to do some bullshit at Mania. And then,
to say, what if he tries to give Randy the package power drive on the cement floor?
And then you just hear the crowd lose their mind for that pop. Because that pop at Mania, if you hear Sammy's theme, oh my God.
You hear that happy ass jingle. Bro, that nigga come down with that fucking hat on.
Let's go.
Oh, if he do the shoulder thing before he run down the ramp, nigga, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh man, KO gonna be losing his mind, bro. Like, oh my god.
He gonna start kicking the ropes like he's Austin in '97. Like, yeah, man.
I can already see it. Randy Orton just like I can see it now. Randy Orton goes for the low blow because it's Randy Orton. Of course, he's gonna fucking do a low blow, nigga.
Nah, man, yo, the cinema of like the security guards jumping Randy when he wanted to punt that man to the moon.
That's the punt, nigga.
Dog,
nigga, I was at the fucking TV, fucking drooling. I was put this bitch ass nigga. Come on, do it, bro. Cinema, man. Randy understood it, bro. He was like, man, let that shit build up. He's like, no, I'm gonna hit this nigga with this chair. He was like, nope. I got another maneuver that y'all ain't seen since I punted HBK in the pandemic era, and I'm gonna bring it back just for this nigga.
When he moonwalked back, I said, oh,
nigga, like boy, I was so geek, nigga.
Must have turned the east side moonwalk on that bitch. I was like, oh man, yeah, man, and that's gonna be fire. I can't wait for that. Now let's wrap with this, dog. I had no idea who was winning this men's match because I was like, everybody but Logan Paul.
Oh yeah, no,
is a fire choice. Now
Logan Paul is funny because I've been trying to figure out if he gonna get Punk at Mania because the way they've been basically going back at it on Raw, I'm like, are they doing this?
Well, shout out to my favorite instigator, Karrion Kross. You know, he told AJ Styles, like, hey man, I don't think they respect you, bro. And AJ felt the, you know, I'm trying to think AJ not gonna listen to nothing crazy. So he felt that Lecrae in his spirit. And he said, all right. He said, I'm gonna teach these meatballs. So, you know, next week's
Karrion, watch who you hugging like that, man. AJ damn near snapped into his old self, bro. You have got to relax, nigga.
Yo, damn.
That nigga put his arms around that nigga. I was like, you trying the wrong one. Bro, I seen it in that nigga eyes. I was like, oh, that F-bomb is sitting there, nigga.
Oh, yo, chill.
Chill, bro.
Yo.
Bro, just picture AJ like nigga wrapped them brolic ass arms around his neck. He see hair and it's not his. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, hey boy, what type of shit is this? Bro, you know what video I'm talking about too when he was in the bathroom.
I know.
Hey, the way that man grabbed that man's wrist, I was like, oh shit, here come. Oh fuck. I was like, hey, I know we on Netflix. You can't get that one off, bro.
What's that? AJ said.
Shit, hey, what the fuck going on with Buddy, man?
That nigga said, hey man, he on some other shit, bro. He needs to get on some other shit, bro.
Hey man. AJ was about to do it, but man, his soul talked to him and said,
you are a man of God.
Like, hey, you want early retirement, nigga? You say that fucking word.
Hey, man. Nah, bro. But hey, man, that's the thing that's fucked up about that, which is also fun too. I mean, that nigga, hey, he still Killer Cross on the inside too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But so we're gonna have that AJ. I think we get AJ Logan Paul in Mania, and I think that's another candidate to steal the show because them two and the chemistry they could possibly have could be insane. So
that fuck nigga can go. Like he, by all means.
He's. I don't know why he's a thing. It ain't for me, but hey, he go? Absolutely. So, you know, I knew Seth and Roman was gonna be the thing. I did not foresee Seth getting double teamed like that. That was crazy.
And that was my thing with Logan Paul. Boy, this nigga Triple H, boy, that nigga know what the fuck he be doing sometimes. because basically that was like, well, what's the word I'm looking for? That was like white smoke or whatever. The whole Logan Paul thing, because it's like, yeah, that was building, but at the same time, nigga, because I'm thinking since the Royal Rumble. Like, you remember that one spot where niggas was just stomping the shit out of Logan Paul in the corner?
Mm-hmm.
And then even leading up to the Rumble, nigga, him and Logan Paul, they was like that. I'm like,
oh yeah.
I'm like, nigga, so you got, now granted, CM Punk's character is that he got problems with damn near everybody.
Yes.
But it was just the consistent, like, bickering with Logan Paul. And I'm just like, I hope they, I mean, you know, hey, like I said, that fuck nigga can wrestle, but at the same time, I don't want to see that. But I'm like, is that the direction? Is that the twist that Triple H gonna pull on us? But at the same time, it's like Seth is still, you know, always around, and them niggas been feuding since he was feuding with Drew.
Yeah.
And Seth is on a fucking tear right now. Hater of the year, you feel me?
Shout out to Drew having a damn, I'm coming up shout.
Yeah.
Year has been the funniest shit. And
shout out to Drew for, you know, putting an ego aside. Charlotte, once again, this is what you need to be looking at. Drew has been on the end of a lot of, like, you know, kayfabe embarrassing things over the past year.
Yeah. Like,
and he's a trooper because, like, he doesn't let the ego bother him. He's like, hey, fuck it, I'll do it. And I respect that because, like I said, a lot of niggas in this industry, even though the fact is like, yo, all this shit is like predetermined and it's scripted. A lot of niggas, a lot of niggas for some reason like get really bothered about just fucking losing and, you know, shit like that. But not him. And I respect Drew. He was one of my favorite wrestlers of 2024, to be honest with you. I think he had a phenomenal year.
Oh yeah, listen, man, like that. You know, KO still got it, but like the grown man roar comes out when they hear them bagpipes, dog.
Oh yeah, nigga. What? Them bagpipes come out, nigga. I start G-walking, nigga. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, nigga? I turn to Duke Deuce in this bitch.
All right. 11-point start. Let's not do this.
What are you talking about?
Nah, man. And the thing is, like, him and Priest, that could be, oh man, that's just a brawl that I would love to see. Because I mean, again, we're literally talking like an Evolve Ring of Honor 2015 ass match between Drew Galloway and Punishment Martinez, dog. You know what I'm saying? For those that are tapped in, so they got the opportunity to go crazy. And again, I'm very curious what a lot of post-Mania stuff is, but we'll cross that bridge another day.
Hey,
but
quick question
yes, sir.
about Damien. How did you feel about him when he was Punishment Martinez? Because the thing is, I've heard my knowledge to him was always like just NXT. That's all I knew him for.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of niggas was like, hey man, that guy's not good. Since he's been in NXT, I've been a fan. I'm like, this guy's pretty fucking good.
I thought he had potential. The character just wasn't shit. He went to NXT and got character. And
yeah, when he was jumping in jacuzzis and shit, I was like, oh, I fucks with this nigga. This nigga cold. It's like,
yeah.
It's crazy what doing shit like that. Or, you know, if you make a nigga look cool,
when they turned that nigga into Puerto Rican Prince, like, yeah, that was that's what kind of put the character over. It's like, oh, okay, he can fight and he's smooth and he get bitches. Like, I'm like, all right,
hey, man, half the battle is, and like, niggas don't want to admit this shit, but wrestling is such an appearance based, you know, industry. Nigga, if you don't look, you know, attractive or cool, you working up an uphill battle.
Exactly. And
if you look cool, you know,
cool is
you
cool.
did half the fucking job already.
Yeah, cool is cool. Like,
exactly.
It didn't change. Like, so yeah, shout out to that. Now we see Seth get eliminated. Because you know, Logan Paul, Priest, and them all got eliminated. Which, by the way, Priest coming back and sending Priest to hell was, I mean, McIntyre coming back and sending Priest to hell was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, so when the door was open after that elimination, because we got that, and then I'm like, okay, there was no Roman. I was like, cool.
I
And
was,
then
I was
Seth,
waiting for that.
Seth got eliminated, and I was waiting to. I was waiting.
I had, my finger was like this. I was like, "Come on now."
As I like to call it, like to me, this is just me, y'all. That's Jesus's return music right there. when the resurrection happens, that's what we gonna hear in the sky.
I'm not going to see that. Hey, somebody got to put that together, bro. I could see the sunlight beaming through the clouds, and this nigga just come down slow as hell. Like everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
Hey, wait a minute! Is that Roman Reigns? It's like, oh, it is him, the Messiah,
the Messiah,
the King of Kings,
by
the
God, King.
We just started announcing it like wrestling, like
nigga go through all his titles, bro. It's the one who died for our sins.
We just start talking like Don West out of nowhere. Like, it's Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Yo, Peter being Paul Heyman got me crying right now.
Bro, somebody just let out son of a bitch.
Jesus, my Lord and Savior.
Hey, bro, everybody just turned into Paul Heyman. They just, I love you, my Savior.
My Savior.
Oh, everybody just take off the fucking Jesus shade, wrap it around their hands.
Oh my God, bro.
Man.
Like, yo, nah, you just start seeing like it's just mad crosses just appearing out of nowhere, dog. That's all you see.
Niggas start up with Jesus chanting it. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Oh man. So yeah, I'm like, okay, there's no Roman, cool. And then the synergy between Punk and Cena
hasn't gone at all.
Hasn't gone at all. But bro, when Punk fell in between them ropes and the camera, I said, here come a stomp in 3, 2, just like dog.
Bro. I love the curve stomp. Once again, I have a thing for finishers that could just be hit out of nowhere.
Yes,
the curve stomp, perfect, nigga. It's the ultimate. If you lacking, you are fucked,
bro. And I'm not gonna hold you. Like I was like, nah, this is cinema. And so we follow that up with Monday night, where, bruh, when Punk was like, he was like, give me a name.
Man, I love this gimmick. Because he did this on Raw before he signed the contract, especially to be on Raw. He was like, hey man, just give me some names, throw out some fucking names.
Yeah.
And he ran through Roman, Cody, Seth. I like this gimmick. And so Punk is good enough to just call shit on the fly and just go off.
He killed Rock.
Oh, he killed Dwayne ass.
Killed Cena.
Bald fraud, nigga.
Killed Cena. And then when he just annihilated Seth once again. And then my favorite thing of Punk this entire run is Punk getting interrupted.
Oh, that's just. Have you seen that compilation video?
Yes,
I love it. Every time that burn it down hits, nigga.
Judgment. It's the new Judgment Day interruption thing, but the burn it down because it's just burn it, and then like you just see Punk like fuck. Like, every
it was
time.
when he just started. He spiked the remote of the. He spiked the mic. Or he'll start banging on his head with them. Like, this motherfucker again.
And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry actually. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. That might be the greatest pull apart I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. The only one that comes close is Minnesota Man and Taker, because he told Taker, "I'll kill you," and Taker said, "You gonna have to."
Hey, that Texas came out of that nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
That nigga thought he was back home.
You gonna have to, son.
You gonna have to, boy.
So that came out, and after that, but this one, the reason why I love this is like the breakup into the fight felt just so organic, like the way they were brawling through over the table, brawling in the crowd, stop, come back, brawling. My favorite part wasn't even like when they were brawling in the arena. It was when Seth was walking out and he was like, yeah, nah, like.
Was it Jackie Redmond was interviewing him? He just looked to the right. He was like,
"Oh, fuck." He said, hold on.
He said, hold on, shut that up.
Like, and then
hey man, that's real squabbles. You feel me? Shout out to 2 extra nigga. I mean 4 extra nigga.
Off the bat.
Put him on his pockets, nigga. Give me a squabble, nigga.
Yeah, Punk said, man, ask that little boy. Ask that little boy. He seen it. Hey, if I see him on 64th right now.
Said, squabble me, Punk.
Squabble. Man. So next week, Madison Square Garden, Monday Night Raw. We are in for a treat. We have, off the back, we got my son, Seth Rollins. Logan Paul, AJ Styles is going to be a thing. So that already is going to be, you got my interest right there. First you had me intrigued, but now you got my interest. So that's going to be fire. Then we turn around, we have Ray and Dragon Lee, a.k.a. The Cartel versus New Day. The New Day, which I'm loving this shit. Like, turn this all the way up.
That song was amazing.
Yeah. And this gimmick of them just calling people out is just goated. So we got that. And then to top it all.
By the way.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Despicable fits. That just gots to go. So that's going to be crazy. We got Jey Uso in action for the MSG crowd. And then just CM Punk, Seth Rollins in a steel cage match. Yes. it's in my, I need it in my veins. So
what do kids call this? Cinema. What do I do, Paul? They call this cinema.
Yes. So that's going to be great.
Do you think we get Roman next Monday?
I think Roman either is after the end of that match or Roman comes in and just beats the shit out of the both of them. And there's
no he definitely put hands.
But MSG is a Roman you have to come to work. Yes. And also too, next week we have the NXT Roadblock special. So that's a television special, so it'll be on CW next week. And there's some interesting matches there. They brought Roxanne Perez, back for Jordan Grace to have her first, real deal match in NXT. So that's gonna be fire. Javon Evans and my son Ethan Page in a street fight, fire. Yeah. Now Hardy's and Fraxium for the TNA World Championships. Interesting. Look, they got to pop the crowd. I get it. So,
hey, Matt Hardy, you got to bring working knees, brother. You cannot.
Did you see that clip of Matt Hardy in my city? Did you see that clip?
What happened?
You ain't seen the clip.
Hey, every time I see that nigga walk on that ramp, I'm like, nigga, I know his knees is creaking, bro. He can't even bend his fucking knees for.
Yeah,
now you get in there with Nathan Frazier and that nigga running the way he be running. Yeah,
nah, it's basically for the sake of time, long story short, where the Grizzlies play, there is like an area where like people can perform live, like in the middle of the stands. Like there's a stage.
Don't your mascot be like doing fake wrestling over there?
I'm a Maverick.
Not y'all. Okay. By the way, how are you doing? By the way,
hey man, capture the flag, brother. Capture the flag. Just know,
dude, safe in these streets, man. Like,
let me tell you something. No. Let me tell you something. I will relinquish my undisputed heavyweight Western Conference Championship belt on Show Your Work this week. So y'all make sure y'all tap in for that. Well, I have to relinquish my title. Y'all ain't gonna want to miss that. Now, But yeah, Matt Hardy was just basically telling Jeff, like, hey, you should, like, they got a ring in here. You should come to Memphis. You should jump from this area to the floor, like trying to get him, like, joking, but like, it's like, Matt, chill out, bro. Just chill. And I love Matt Hardy. I think Matt Hardy's hilarious, but just chill,
sit your head down, bro.
Yeah, that NXT Championship match, Skip.
Who wrestling for that? Obafemi versus Coon. Got you. Coon.
Yeah, but Coon. I think winner take all between Julia and Stephanie Valkyrie is.
I think that's not even a DQ, to be honest with
you. I think Jada Parker gets involved. And
somebody
I don't think they're unifying that.
You got to sell those tickets.
Yeah, and again, they're not unifying that title because it would make no sense for them to unify that title and then still have the men's North American title too. That makes no sense.
It don't.
It makes
you're not getting two belts to either one of these.
Yeah, and then also apparently Undertaker will be appearing next week too. So they're trying to get this million, which I'm not mad at. I mean, hey, run it up. And also, I didn't catch it tonight, but y'all tap into Evolve on Tubi. It's free. So
yeah, I gotta tap into it. So they got some of my favorite because I used to watch Level Up every Friday. So they got some of my favorite acts, mainly the women.
Yes,
they got them on Evolve now, and I gotta tap in.
Yeah, Evolve is it's great to see Evolve property be back in WWE. But
yeah,
man, so I see Seth set all this up. Cena gets the win. And I'm like, okay, we got Cena versus Cody.
But the way Cena did that,
correct.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It was fuck. How did we not see this?
Nah, so look, and it was like he did that, and then he turned right back around, and we have him and Cody in the ring, and of course, Dwayne comes out. Now, mind you, mixing in Fiend with that theme was hilarious. I mean, Drake being courtside, ringside, hilarious. While Canadian Gunna has the theme song of the night, they show him on camera.
Yeah.
And then
you see his eyes didn't go right?
Nah, he didn't. Yeah, and then, and then you seen Drake had on that hat like I did in the showdown. He had that bitch tilt low. He's
on his low profile shit.
Yeah. And then,
but the thing is, though, how low profile can you be? You sitting behind a commentator's table.
Exactly. It's like, oh, like woe is me.
Like they said, he like O'Shea Jackson Jr. He's basically like, they ask you if you want to be on camera or whatnot. But I'm like, it ain't really the lowest of keys because he's sitting right behind Michael Cole.
I mean, if Drake was that big, if Drake wanted to tap into WWE, he would have did a long time ago. He don't want that shit.
Like
he was just there to be there, bro.
Yeah,
he was. That was literally like, hey, like we when niggas beef and they be right in front of where they know someone gonna be type shit. Like let me pop up where Travis at type shit. That's what that was. So whatever. And then Travis comes out, and I'm laughing because like AJ pointed out, they had my son dressed like Rodman walking with Hogan.
Yeah.
And they get in the ring and they go back and forth.
Hey, Dwayne got to stop with these Samoa ass bodysuits he be wearing too.
Nah, bro, that Elvis ass fit that man had on had me crying. Dog, the rhinestones on the shit, bro. I was like, okay,
this nigga got to stop with this shit.
That shit was crazy. So that happens, and then the whole Cody, what were you gonna, sell your soul shit?
Also, by the way, I know that we grown men, we mature, we don't do the pause politics and whatnot.
But
Dwayne was fucking wilding though.
Rubbing that man's face.
He caressed the man's face. I want it all.
Yeah.
I want it, Cody.
And
you're gonna embrace me.
And Cody.
Excuse me?
Cody doing the Cody going like, hey man, you know what? Hey, Dwayne, go fuck yourself. Unedited, unbleeped, just straight for the moment. I said, oh, we here. I said, "Oh, we are here," and I was like, in my mind, I'm like, okay. Under most circumstances, I'm okay with this moment, but I'm like, why is John Cena in this ring?
Why? Yeah.
And it clicked in me. I was like, wow, they're really finna fucking do it. And I knew something had to be up because one thing about WWE, even under the old regime, if they told you this weekend was going to be game changing or it was going to change the tone of everything, they delivered. I remember SummerSlam 2020, they said you'll never see it coming. And that was when Roman came back and, he went heel. And when Triple H said this is going to be an industry-changing weekend, I said, just to get, I'm like, okay. And then I seen Cena, the fake dap, and he just looked at Dwayne.
Hit the Thriller.
And then Cena just proceeds to crush the hearts of a million kids in the way that we think Michael Jordan said, fuck them kids. John Cena said, fuck them kids.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow. It makes so much sense, though, for the final tour for Cena to face all these faces and not be some friendly competition ass shit.
Yeah.
So I'll just ask this question as we wrap up here. I mean, we still have to get to Friday Night SmackDown to see where this goes from here. And by the time we get to our next mid-cards episode, we'll have more of an idea. But, I mean, just what are niggas going to do Sunday night, 420, Easter? And you see how we made it, it's crazy how the universe works. We tied into Jesus and all that. And I didn't realize that. But Easter night, they didn't had church. They didn't put their Sunday's best on. They were kicking it. If you are lucky and blessed, you're able to go to Las Vegas and see this live.
Yeah.
And John Cena's on that mat for that 1, 2, 3, and Cody retains.
What you asking me how I'm gonna feel about that?
I'm asking you how niggas gonna feel about that because I'm ready to laugh my ass off. Because I truly feel like they're going to ham this shit up about that number 16.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like now that he's able to do it and he's free, even though I don't care for bruh, I think Ric Flair is gonna make a random appearance. I'm not surprised if my son Glock Anderson comes back.
Ain't he signed with AEW just to show up and plug beer?
That's done.
Oh,
that ended when Sting left, bro. Fuck. Flair was only there for Sting, so I know. Oh yeah, bro. Flair already came out tweeting about it.
Yeah, I was saying.
I'm not. I won't be surprised if Flair puts that hand on Cody's shoulder. I think, like I said, my son Arn, aka Glock Anderson, might have to re-give Cody a speech to remind him, like, "Hey, fuck nigga, don't care about you." Yeah. I think we're gonna get the most babyface shit out of Cody of all time, and I think people don't realize Cena's doing this. They're giving Cody the keys with this.
As much as motherfucker know I don't like that nigga.
I know.
As much that's why I was asking me how I'm gonna feel. But he's got the rocket on him. It is what this is just a passing of the torch. I think people were gonna fuck with it, to be honest with you. It's essential because Cena had already pretty much said it when he declared that he was an elimination champion. He was like, I'm not basically having a match with a motherfucker I'm just beating for the record. I'm having a match with a nigga that's gonna get break my future record or whatever. And he sees that in Cody. The company sees that in Cody, and I believe the people they fuck with him a lot. So it's like I don't think that's going to be a moment that people are essentially going to be upset about. Not even me. I'm just going to be like, hey, it is what it is. Once again, bringing that back up. But yeah, it's just a passing of the torch. Like this, like the thing with Cody's storytelling so far has been he's got the title, he's losing all his homies, he's lost KO, he's about to lose Randy, he just don't know that shit yet. And now you finna go against the ultimate babyface, which for Cody in modern time, that's him. But now he's facing the former. And this is the nigga that also helped you beat Roman at WrestleMania. This is essentially his showcase right here. And this is also showing Cody in the light of like, all right, he's the plucky, happy, baby faced guy. Cody has went through so much challenges and shit like that. Like he just went through that brawl with fucking KO, grueling, violent matches and shit like that. Yeah. Came out standing triumphantly over that nigga, bleeding and some more shit. Essentially calling nigga a fuck nigga. You feel me? Like, this run for him is essentially character-wise is pushing him to the edge, and I think at Mania you're gonna see like what it. You know how when John Cena used to have those I quit matches with like JBL and shit like that, and you seen an animal come out of John to the point where like he pulled off like a horn of a semi truck and was about to hit JBL with that motherfucker. Yeah. And that forced JBL to be like, yeah, I quit, and he still hit that nigga with the shit.
Yeah.
That's the type of nigga you're gonna see Cody at WrestleMania. That essentially is gonna be that. This is the dark side that comes out of the plucky baby. It's like every shonen character where the main protagonist is like all the innocent kid, but this nigga, has a demon stored inside of him or some shit like that. That's essentially what we're gonna get at Mania. But as far as like, I don't think anybody's gonna have a problem if John takes the pin at Mania. I really don't. I think people are gonna applaud Cody, and this is just another accolade that he's gonna have in his career.
I feel like there's a big segment, and that's how I know Cody's fucking made it. Mm-hmm. The segment of people that's ready for Cody to lose. And I told AJ this, this is how you sell tickets.
Yeah.
But more importantly, this is how you pass a torch. And this is going to be the moment where we were like, okay, like it's really shifted. Because like they passed him the ball by beating Roman. But this is where you get the keys.
Right.
And now it's like, all right, you look at his trajectory. First WrestleMania back, classic with Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Next WrestleMania, classic with Roman Reigns. Following WrestleMania, which that was a main event. This is also a main event. So he's about to headline 3 Manias in a row.
Yeah.
Cena makes sense. On a personal level, I wish it was Drew.
Okay.
Just because, that would have been a great moment for Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
But who's to say that's not next year? Who's to say him and Drew don't headline SummerSlam? Who's to say that's not a Royal Rumble matchup? Who knows?
Because they are both on SmackDown at this point.
And, yeah. And we'll see. I think also there'll be a WWE draft maybe after this. And I think they'll find a way to balance the roster out how they want to. But, like, Netflix clearly wants some certain people. So, like, it's like, all right, we got to make it work. But regardless. This is a game-changing moment. And I think that we're about to witness something special with this match. And my last question as we wrap up the show. Wrong answer only. What rapper does Cody call to whoop Travis's ass?
Fuck it. I'm gonna say The Game, nigga.
The Game is funny.
Oh, hold on. Who does he call? Because I thought you was about to say what rapper does he quote the the night before WrestleMania because you know you did that last year.
Yeah.
Fuck, who do you get to beat up Travis Scott? He fuck around. This nigga called Young Nudie or some shit.
Hey man,
Like,
look. I mean, WWE already fucks with Quavo, so Quavo will be funny.
Like I don't know any rappers from Las Vegas anyway. They ain't none, right? I mean,
it's they're okay. They're on a mainstream level now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No. Shout out to all my I know some people from Las Vegas that do the thing. So shout out to like Dizzy Wright, Trey Voorhees guys.
Oh, Dizzy Wright.
Yeah, but ain't nobody. But again, shout out to Las Vegas. That got some homies out there. But regardless, I mean, you know, if I need somebody that has great choreography, that can, you know, moonwalk, that I've seen jump off of a stage to fight somebody before, and is always in a fight for his life when it comes to the love of his life and his wife. Hey, man, Offset and Cody Rhodes are more alike than we think. So
Offset pull up to put hands on Travis. He got to pull up with the MJ glove too, bro.
Only one condition,
and the jacket, nigga.
They need to recreate the 12 cover
of,
you know, them standing in front. So it's gonna be it's gonna be Cody. It's gonna be Cody and Offset in front of Waffle House. And it's gonna say 41 free Hoover for takeoff. Hey man, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another great episode of 11 Point Star. This is also
this is a Hoover concert right here, nigga. Like,
it is.
What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? We cannot name this shit Free Hoover though. That's just not happening.
No. Hey man, if Jeff Fort could see us now, boy, I tell you, boy.
Same you dig. I'm about to see that the motherfuckers down the hall from each other.
Yo, every time I think about Hoover being the same cell as Chapo, bro, I just think about that Gucci Mane song because Gucci was like, "All I want to be is El Chapo."
Hey, that whole prison is crazy because I think they got the niggas with the 9/11 bombers.
It does.
They went in there.
Shout Ax Nelson. He knows. We went through a whole list of all the inmates there,
bro. The Unabomber was in that motherfucker, but he dead now. I'm like, nigga, what?
It is wild. I think they just threw Chapo wife in there because
this is the wildest institution I ever heard of in my life.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a crazy place, man. But listen, it's been another great episode of Mid Cars and Catering. Tim, thank you so much for coming through.
No problem, man.
Please follow him at Notorious. It's Notorious Big Tim.
Yes, sir.
Notorious Big Tim. Make sure you follow the Black Variant. Shout out to X. Shout out to Van. We're gonna pray for Sid. We're gonna pray for Sid.
Hey, no, pray for my man, bro.
We're gonna pray for Sid. Make sure y'all tap into them and follow them on Twitter. It's Black Variant TBV. Make sure y'all tap in. It's got the links to the Patreon. It's got the links to the podcast. It's got the links to everything on there. Hey man, I try my best to be just as good as they are when it comes to comic book content. It's nothing like them though. Like they're one of one for sure. So make sure y'all tap into that. Check out SSID with my boy Van. We need to get some episodes back, Van. Just saying. And you know, on that Patreon, we had some fun content. I remember when we watched what was it, Transformers?
Yeah.
Transformers movie. We watched that. Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty fun. So y'all tap into the content, man. Like it's great.
Shit, Van doing no goddamn Degrassi rewatch right now. Pretty funny shit, man.
Sound like Van.
Hey, it's funny shit, man.
sounds like Van, man. But yeah, make sure y'all tap into patreon.com/MIC podcast. Make sure y'all tap into patreon.com/SYWNET. Make sure you tap into Guessing from the Stands at GFTS_pod and find all of our links at beacons.ai/the union. Tim, thank you for coming through. This has been a great episode. And hey, man, like I said, man. For Hoover.
Larry. Larry Lloyd, you feel me?
Larry Lloyd, man. Willie Hoover, man. Willie Hoover. Catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.
Thank you for listening to Mid Carters and Catering Podcast, a weekly podcast focused on pro wrestling and sports entertainment. Mid Carters and Catering Podcast is created and executive produced by Amir Johnson. Music, Miami Boulevard by Offbeat Ninja and Maple by Blair North. Special thanks goes out to Show Your Work Network and Guessing from the Stands podcast. Mid Carters and Catering is powered by The Union.